Hi, my name is Norman Oetker. I'm a Protestant Christian missionary in Reynosa, Mexico. This is October 2011. Narcos, Golden Triangle, Reynosa, 25-year plan. With our baby in my arms, with my former wife, we trekked finally into another saddle within the endless ranges of mountains. However, here being swallowed by the endless Himalayan mountain ranges of northwest Thailand. We stood exhausted and our feet bleeding, finally looking upon a Mong hill tribeswoman. What caught my eye was the glistening object in this hill tribeswoman's hand, sparkling brilliantly as the mountain breeze swayed her handmade skirt to and fro. As she stood gazing at us, these strange people in her mountains. For within the mountains, all hill tribe peoples have their own style of dress. Instantly, my mind raced back to Hongson at the base of the mountain here in northwest Thailand. Whereupon, talking with one of the many shop owners from India, for they all spoke English with their peculiar British accent, they had told stories of the hill tribes people bringing down all different sorts of gems from the mountains. Then I thought, as I looked at that shining stone, it had to be a diamond. Upon closer examination, it was a dried piece of sugar cane, for this was a midday snack for them. Just a sliver of the many thoughts at that moment, for in time I'll share more of what happened at this encounter right there at that exact time and place on our entrance scene by the first Protestant Christian missionaries entering this Hmong village named Napapat. Upon subsequent returns from the mountains to the city, I wanted to have full permission from the local province district officer, located in the provincial Hongson province office there. This province name was Hongson, and the capital city of this province was named Hongson. Upon entering the district officer's office within the governmental complex, I was surprised to find the district officer spoke excellent English, for he had trained for his master's degree within the United States. He was Thai and as congenial as could be, and so very helpful. He was quite surprised, as were all the northern Thais there, as they saw me, this 6 foot 4 inch tall, blonde hair, bluish eyes foreigner, who was walking through town, wearing the small, round Mong cap, the black jacket, the baggy pants with the embroidered sash belt. Upon explaining the 25-year plan to the officer, my initial plan to include Hmong language study and to share the Protestant Christian Bible with these people, the Hmong of Napapat, there in the Himalayas. He was very enthusiastic, for I began to share with him the 25-year plan. Before arriving in Hongson, we had stopped in Chiang Mai, and while there had visited a Christian prayer group. The other missionaries in this semi-prayer meeting, for this group also it was as well a weekly get-together of foreign missionaries, teachers, and others there in Chiang Mai, the second largest city of Thailand, located in North Thailand. These lifelong missionaries were peppering us with questions about the area that we were heading into. For this particular area was named the Golden Triangle, and we were going right into the center of it. A couple of these missionaries at this meeting were working with the Mong in Chiang Mai, and they told us in a very serious tone of the very real dangers that we were heading into. They said the Mong and Napapat, where we were headed for, were surrounded by 3 opium warlords, for it was the Hmong who grew their precious heroin poppy crop. No one, including these missionaries that were talking with us, no one went into these bandit and communist-infested regions known as the Golden Triangle. A startling thing was said to us by these other Christian monk law missionaries, and it was that if you go into that region known as the Golden Triangle, the Hmong will kill you, all of you. The 25-year plan. This Christian proposal was approved by this district officer, who was the number 2 man to the governor of the province of Hongson. Upon the district officer's recommendation, a meeting was arranged for me to in fact meet with the governor of the province. This meeting took place and all was approved. This was in fact the first long-term Christian proposal approved in that province. What is the 25-year plan? The plan was really not my idea. As a Protestant Christian missionary, the plan came from the Lord. It isn't anything new, actually. The total program and thoughts from it centralize around one core. From its inception to all the different points within, the Protestant Christian Bible New Testament is the core source. Some background materials need to be known. Thailand is a Buddhist country. At that time, the professed Christians, who were mainly the Catholics, Mormons, and some Protestants, was less than 1/10 of 1% of the population. This area, known as the Golden Triangle, and the corrupting influences it had on the society at large, especially the locals, the people, businesses, the police, the border patrol, all had or were receiving in some sort of way bribes, kickbacks, or terrorist threats. I hope to share in the near future more of this bribery and kickbacks that try to enter into our missions life and by who.